Hello friends, welcome back for another video. If you are new, my name is Sandy-Kaye, and as the title states, we are going to be doing my 30th week of pregnancy update. I do have my toddler who is 3 and my baby girl who's 1 that you may hear in the background, but going to quickly try and get this video done as we are trying to leave camping. So I gotta finish packing up the car. Let's start off with baby. The baby is the size of a coconut roughly this week, which is 16 inches long and about 3.2 pounds in weight. Our baby's brain connections are developing at a rapid pace. Our baby is now taking longer stretches of snooze time and specifically a longer amount of time in REM sleep. Last off for baby is that their 5 senses are now all being used, which is super exciting. Go over symptoms for me this month. I have noticed when I'm twisting, specifically more in my torso and not at my waist, that I get a shooting sensation by my shoulder blades right next to my spine, right under my shoulder blades by my spine, and so that's not very comfortable. And so my typical lying down on my side belly at a twist with my other leg behind, which is probably not great posture, but I do that to read my books at night. I'm gonna have to come up with a different position. For cravings, I have been loving cucumbers this week. Cucumber sandwiches with homemade mayo, tomato, red onion, and some lunch meat that's warmed up, and cheese that has been hitting the spot. I've even been putting fresh basil, and also cookies, in particular no-bake cookies. Didn't know I was wanting or craving them until my sister-in-law made them, and I literally had at least 7, and I could have had 10 more. Like, I just felt like I could eat a whole pan, and I'm like, wow, I do not feel this sensation for cookies very often, so that was definitely a craving. And then the next day, like, I had one and it was fine, but for whatever reason, that one day I just could eat all of the no-bake cookies. And one more thing that's kind of funny that I've been craving is green bananas. Not like super green, but like greenish yellow, and I could eat like 3 of them, which usually I'm not like huge on just eating bananas plain. I'll put them in my yogurt and stuff, so that's been kind of funny. But it's maybe because another one of my symptoms is cramps in my legs. Not like a really bad spasm like calf cramp, but it's just like the start of one that I can feel in my light sleep in the morning, where I feel my calf cramping up. I'll flex my feet and then it will kind of go away. So thankfully it's not a full-blown one, but maybe that's why I've been craving more bananas, the potassium in it or whatever. Also, you guys, my nesting urge has really been kicking in high gear. I've been wanting everything to just have a home in my house, getting rid of things, hanging all the hats on their own hook on our wall so that they're not just on the ground, getting out the baby stuff and the postpartum stuff, and just starting to think about what I need in general for this baby has definitely been a theme this week, and just wanting to clean and organize. If you guys have been around at all watching these pregnancy updates, I do them every week, and I've had this rash on my chin with my daughter Ray and now this other second baby girl. For whatever reason, girls just love to rash up my skin, in particular my chin, and it's just been super dry, kind of gets a little bit of acne on it, and it's just not my favorite thing. So I'm going to be talking to my midwife at my next appointment so we can hopefully get something to make it better. Another thing is my skin has been super dry in kind of odd places, back of my arms and kind of TMI on my bum. Something else I've noticed is when waking up, I have a sore throat and a pretty stuffy nose, just those cold-like symptoms that I've noticed in pregnancy before. And then also lying in the same position on my left side, typically I wake up and the baby's just like in my left side, just like so hard, just crammed in there. Another thing about baby is that she just seems so much lower in my pelvis. I'm feeling movements lower in my groin area, and I'm thinking she's head down because I feel the bigger movements up by my rib cage, but I will confirm that at my next midwife appointment. Apparently this pregnancy I've been a super deep sleeper. My husband informed me in the morning, unbeknownst to me, that I had slapped him in the belly, in the stomach, pretty hard last night, and I literally had no remembrance of that happening. Noticed more simple things as going up the stairs, picking up a child, just getting down low and then up to clean up the house that I am more winded and just having to grab my belly and just feeling huge. And also the rib expansion is real. I have one bra that has the expansion little fabric thing on my bra and the other one doesn't, and I notice the difference when I wear my tighter bra. I'm like, oh, my ribs just don't have enough room. Emotionally, how am I doing? I am doing pretty good. I will be honest, I'm feeling a little stressed, a little anxious just with how close we really are with only 9 weeks left before this baby's coming. My kids are being cute and laughing, so sorry if I'm distracted. So yeah, just thinking of all the things we need to do, you know, just get some newborn diapers and a couple things for if the baby were to come sooner than later. But not too worried, but just more thinking like I want to get freezer meals in the freezer and things like that. Let's end off with the 3 questions I always go through. How am I preparing? I will be 31 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and so I am starting drinking my red raspberry leaf tea, 1 cup a day. I've also, as I said, got out my baby boxes and postpartum stuff, and I've started kind of going through the baby stuff. Haven't got into the postpartum bin yet. I'm getting excited to start getting the few things that we need off of our baby registry, and also just thinking about the birth a whole lot more and listening to more birth stories and watching positive birth stories on YouTube and that type of thing, reading Ina May Gaskin and just reading birth stories before bed each night. For my best moment this week, I would say just seeing my kids get along, which is not always the case. Trenner was holding Ray's hand, just walking her around the house, and they just both had smiles on their faces, and it just made my mom heart pretty happy. Last question is, what am I excited for? And that would be going camping with family. My husband's, all of his siblings and his parents, we all get together once a year at this one spot in the mountains, and it is just so fun to play in the creek for the kids or just hang out with family and being outside in nature. I'm just so excited to get away. Let's end off with a bump update and then we'll send you on your way. Bye. Here is my 31-week belly. Side. We will catch you guys in another video. Bye. Thanks for watching.